Hello and good evening. Welcome to the stream this evening. It is the 29th of May. It is 9 o'clock. It is Friday. Do you know what? I want to start these lobbies at 5 to 5 because I want to say it's Friday, it's 5 to 5, and it's PSR. Oh, that dates me. That dates me. Do you guys remember back in the day? 5 to 5 on Friday night? Crackerjack. I'm not saying anything more than that. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hope that you are well. Hope that you had a great week and that you are ready for a really, well, let's say interesting night of racing in these MR2s. I tell you what, I'll immediately put you on to spectate, and if I can find my controller, I'll put you on board with somebody. Oh, no. Okay. Here we go. We'll go on board with Danny. We'll go on board with Danny. There we go. This is a hard car to race. Oh, it's hard. Really, really, really hard. It's going to take a little bit of time for us to get used to this one, I think. So we're starting off at Miyabi, first of all. And then we're going to be heading off to Brands Hatch, then Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta, Drag Control Seaside, Spa Francorchamps, Deep Forest Raceway, and then Yas Marina. So we've got quite a lot of races tonight. Jack has put this one together, so we're actually doing things a little bit differently tonight. There's no quali. We're going to have a 5 minute or at least 5 minute practice session where people can go out and set a hot lap, a fast lap, and then that should set the grid order, and then the grid order should be, and I need to double check, slowest first. Did I set these up as slowest first? I can't remember. I did. So we set them up as slowest first, which means the faster racers will need to come through from the back. And Jack assures me that if people go out there and do a lap, that will set the grid order, rather than using the DR, as seems to be when I do this. So we're going to see how things go tonight. Will be interesting. Jack is a little bit late. There's a couple of others that are running a bit late tonight. There are also a number of people that have already wished me well for this evening and passed on their apologies because, well, it's the end of a week. The sun is out. People are away. People are involved with all sorts of bits and pieces at the moment. And you can see Danny C there getting it a little bit wrong into the grass and the barrier, and the front of that MR2 looking slightly worse for wear. We won't pick on Danny C. We'll go on board with Greg, and as we go on board with Greg, he sticks it on the grass and immediately drops into the pits. Even one of the PSR aliens cannot get this car going in a straight line all the time. I tell you, there are going to be thrills and spills tonight. Oh, there could be a few takeouts as well. So if you get bashed off tonight, I think people will wait for you, I am sure. But please keep your calm, because I can see this is going to be an interesting night tonight. Right, this first race, even if there's only 4 of us, is going to be starting at 10 past. Because, as I said, we've got quite a lot to get in through tonight. And this little one is just really designed for us to get used to the cars, to get used to how they're racing on a relatively straightforward track. This one is a little bit technical because you've got fast flowing corner, a slower, more controlled corner. You've got a really wicked chicane, and it's short, it's sharp, and we'll see how we go. I mean, look at this. It's a really long, elongated chicane, and it really, really catches you out. And trying to get the car rotated and then into this slower corner is quite something. So it's going to be an interesting one, and we'll see how we go. In the chat, Danny C is in. Good evening, Faunel. I could just see has joined us. Good evening to you. Jack Kobe, evening. I'm just running late, but we will join for the next one. Not a problem, my friend. And Faunel, haven't driven the MR2 a lot, but then the handling changes with every new Gran Turismo. It certainly does. And tonight we will be initially obviously learning about how this car is going to handle, and it's also, I think, going to be a case of who can get to grips with this the quickest as well, which I think will be will be quite interesting to see, and I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that a lot. Right, where are we? We are 5 minutes to go. I think I need to get out there and just do a little bit more track time, because I need to, like everybody else, just need to get to grips with this just a little bit. Just see how we go. Now, we have gone with the racing tyres, even though this is a road car, and we often go with sports tyres on the road car. Obviously, Jack's dad has got racing tyres on this when he races it, and we decided, well, I didn't decide, Jack has decided that we will go with racing tyres on this one tonight. So a little bit different to normal, and we'll see how things go. I've given people the opportunity to run whichever racing tyres they want tonight. So people can go with the sticky softs, they can go with the mediums, they can go with the hards. There isn't any real tyre degradation in this. We just got tyres on one. But obviously, if some of the really good racers want to have a bit of a challenge, they've got to come from the back anyway. If they want an even bigger challenge, and obviously they can go for a harder compound of tyre, which is going to be more durable but not as quick. So we'll see. As I said, durability not really playing a part in this one tonight, I don't think. So I might be wrong, but there we go. We'll see. So all of the races tonight, they're all lined up the same. They're all 8-lap races, and the time of day will rotate through, as I often do, through the day. So starting in the morning and going through to the evening and night. I think we're doing at Yas Marina. So that will be the case as usual. Rain could come. I'm not going to say it won't, because we're on random. So that will be down to people to watch out for. Oh, that's one where a lot of people are going to go on the grass, and I tell you what, if you go on the grass, you're heading towards that barrier at a great rate of knots. And I've been watching a few people, and every single one of us that has gone into that bit of grass there has wound up in the barrier there. So yeah, interesting. I'll tell you what was also interesting is watching the guys racing this at Silverstone. The amount of them that were spinning was incredible, bearing in mind they were doing that in real life. So the fact that I've spun once or twice is I'm not going to worry about too much. The other thing with this one I found is getting up on the curbs can be a little bit interesting if you're not careful, especially down through here. Oh, and I'm on the grass again. Oh, can we get it slowed down before this one? So even if you don't go into the wall, trying to get it slowed down for this corner, impossible. Impossible. Oh, that's the one I keep getting through there. I'm getting right up on the curbs, and it just sucks the car around, and you are in big trouble. Big trouble in Miyabi. So it's not big trouble in Little China. Big trouble in Miyabi. So for this one, we've just got Wheels Racing, Greg White, Danny C, Gr.x, me and Henny. I'm hoping we're going to get a few more people in tonight for this special that Jack Kobe has laid on for us. But as I said, it is hot for sim racing, and a lot of people are chilling in the garden or out for the evening and stuff like that. So I can understand if it's going to be a wee bit quiet, but we'll see what happens. Right, and if we could always open it up public, but I really don't want to do that. That is not something I want to do anytime soon. Right, okay, so let's get into this one and we'll see how we go. It is going to be Wheels, Greg, Danny C, Gr.x, me and Henny. And interestingly, we've had 10 minutes of practice, and let's see what the grid does. It's gone A+, 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 A, C. It doesn't even seem to have done its slowest first. So I don't know. I don't know what I've done wrong. I'll have a word with Jack when he joins to check and see what I'm doing wrong, because I don't know. He's put down it. Oh no, maybe it has, because Wills and Henny, and I'm third. D-Lock, Stanley, and Greg White at the back. Or maybe it has done it. Let's see. Because I think that Danny's seeing Greg White did a lot of laps and are probably the quickest around here at the moment. I was just surprised when I saw Wills out front, but maybe he hasn't done the laps. Whoa! Crumbs, that snapped when I changed the gear. Gone too deep again. Oh no, we're off on that curb. Oh man alive, this is hard. Oh, I went to the wall as well. Oh man. Oh. I could be doing a lot of commentating tonight if we get enough people in. Oh, Wheels is off. Looks like Wheels might have done my little trick on the curbs there. Yeah, this is the one I keep getting right up on that curb and it just sucks me round and I'm in trouble. Or is it this one? It's that one that sucks me round. Just want to stay off the inside of the curb. There's a good battle out front. D-Locks and Danny C. Looks like they've got the measure of this car. Greg's right tight behind me. Here he comes. There he goes. Oh, no. I thought he was going to go around me. Oh, no, I've done it again. This is hard. Wills and Greg behind me now. That's off. And around. Oh, I tell you, this thing is hard to race. Let me just see if I can follow Greg and see what I can learn. I don't know where my horn is, so I can't beat my horn. Oh no, I've gone around again. Oh man. I'm just too greedy on the curbs, I think. Danny C and D-Locks out front at the moment. Henny second. Looks like Wheels has gone around. With Wheels. A little bit of a dab of brakes from Greg through that corner. I noticed there. Stay off the corner, but then I go out too wide and I'm not careful. Okay, last lap I actually get through that corner without crashing. Whoa, no, 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 no. Oh. Oh man, that is hard. Very, very hard. So Danny C and D-Locks, I think, and Henny are the people that got the hang of that. Greg White and Wills, I think, were waiting for me. That is as hard as you like racing that car. It's difficult. Difficult. Holy banana cakes. I was not expecting the MR2 to be that slippery and hard to drive around there. That is a relatively easy and straightforward track. We've got Brands Hatch, Michelin, Dragon, Spa, Deep Forest, Yas Marina. This is the easy track. We've got the difficult ones coming up. If I can't manage that around there, then what hope have I got for any chance? Danny C was your winner, a 43.346. D-Locks in second, a 43.457, and Henny a 43.380 in third. Greg White did get the fastest lap, the only one in the 42s, a 42.992. I then came in fifth after woeful, 43.666. Well, Wills Racing in sixth, but obviously Greg and Wills did wait for me. But Danny C, D-Locks and Henny getting the best of that first race. Right, let's hop to Brands Hatch. Now, Brands Hatch is a track that I like. Brands Hatch is one where I often do quite well, but the big question is, I can't find it. Slowest first. There we go. The big question is, how can I control this car? That is going to be the question. Right, so what we need to do now is we need a 10-minute break. So I am going to start this race at 1:30. This is going to be a 1:30 race. So that gives everybody 11 minutes to get some laps. And I don't know about you guys, but I need to do some laps around here, because this is somewhat more difficult than I had expected it to be. It really is. On the grass already. Losing grip through that corner before we even start. Sometimes it does take me a couple of races to get the measure of a car. Oh no. I'm not going to lie, when we were at Silverstone, just about every corner you heard tyres squealing. So the fact that my tyres are squealing is potentially not a bad thing, but as soon as these tyres lose grip, that's it, you're in trouble. Once again, big tyre squeals. There's not, I'm finding, I don't know about you guys, not a lot of feedback through the wheel when the car is going to lose grip. It's like the grip's there, the grip's there, the grip's there, the grip's there, and suddenly the car just starts to slide. I wonder if the way to get a good place on this is just to keep it in a straight line. And on the track, not on the grass like I just did there. Ooh. So wheels with a 137.5, Annie with a Greg with a 137.6. Me with a big old slide. Stay out the gravel. Oh, we stayed out of the gravel. Oh, I've done a 137.6. Where on earth did that come from? Being quiet and trying hard, I think. Got Greg just in front of me, but I can't catch him to use him as a ghost. And Greg will be probably wanting to be putting a good time in at the moment, so I need to try and just work hard to get on the back of him. As I do that, we take a little trip across the grass, which means we have dirty tyres. Through here we have, they're really dirty, it's sliding. We've got a half-second penalty in the slide. We'll write this one off. Whoa. Why am I moving off the racing line? There's nobody behind me. In the gravel, in the gravel. Oh! It was a bit of a hard hit. Our steering wheel's wonky. We got a wonky wheel. So Wheels Racing and D-Locks 1 and 2 at the moment. I am all, of course that won't happen because as soon as somebody goes in the pits it all changes. So I won't know really for sure where people are until we finish the practice and we line up on the grid, and then we'll know where people are. At the moment, Will's out, he's got a 136.3 posted, and Gr.x a 137.6. Just 2/1000ths of a second faster than me. That's annoying. But I'm 1.224 off of Will's, so some significant way to go yet. Some of this, I think, is going to be learning how to control the slides through these corners, you know. It could also be a real exercise in slowing fast out. I'd love to know how Jackie is controlling his car at the moment. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, get round, get round, get round. Come on. Oh, we're down to 5th now. As you can see, the times are a tumbling. That's gravel. Jack's going with cockpit view all night. That's brave. Because you've got diddly squat mirrors. You can see diddly squat out of the rear view mirror, and if you look on the right hand side, you've got half a mirror, you've got next to nothing on the inside. Well, you have got nothing on the left hand side. So trying to see where people are, you've got to have really, really, really good awareness in this one. Oh, we're off, we're off, we're off, we're off. And around. I'm a 137.6, Greg White a 137.36.1, so 1.5 seconds off the pace now. Oh, and like I said, stay off the curbs, because they will kill you. They really will kill you tonight. Right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Jack's not setting times. Henny's a 139.7. Otherwise, everybody is in front of me at the moment by some significant margin, like by a second ahead. I think you can definitely say I've not got my confidence in this yet. This is not going to be good. We're just under a minute before we go racing. We've got Jack Kobe, Wills Racing, Greg White, Danny C, Gr.x, me, and Henny. This is hard. Very, 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 very hard. Let's start this race and we'll see what order people are in, because we got an order on the screen at the moment which doesn't seem to reflect anything. That's like putting DR order, but when we actually get onto the grid, it will change. So I can't go through where people are on the grid like I normally do. Can't do that tonight. So where are we? Jack Kobe out front, then Henny, me, Danny C, D-Locks, Wheels Racing and Greg White. So it has reversed the grid. But obviously what I can't do is I can't go through the grid order like I do when I normally do the qualifier. But that's all right, it's not a problem, I can cope with that. Braking early and still going too deep into some of these corners. And I got a penalty on that one as well. Oh, we're on around. We've crashed already. Oh, give me a GR4 any day. Oh, Penny's ditched it. How far behind are the others am I? Well, Greg's just up ahead. I think he's off the back of this group. .4 seconds though is an awful lot to try and make up. We've got Danny C, D-Locks and Wheels Racing out front. As soon as you put a wheel on the curb, it just chucks you around. So the moral of that story is don't put a wheel on the curb. Oh, come on, get around. Wondering if the chat is working on the stream. It's awfully quiet tonight. Oh. Yellow flag was out for a moment there. If that was somebody in the gravel, maybe. Not quite sure. It was only a wheel in the gravel because they're okay. This is a challenge and a half. have a feeling those two were waiting for me. This is so hard. It's like this car is sliding and out of control on every single corner. As much as I'm trying not to. Try and go through there in fourth, I'm off on the grass. If I go in third, I'm sliding. It's like I want a third and a half gear. I think even Greg is losing the back a little bit through these corners. Very similar to me, although he was more planted on that one. Oh, gone up too high. Oh, for goodness sake. This is insane. And every time I crash, I wind up facing the wrong way. Oh. Greg's waited again for me. Thank you, Greg. Still trying to work out how to drive this car. Brake in a straight line, leave it in fourth. Doesn't really work either. I'm wondering whether sports tyres will be better. I might actually ask the guys at the end of this one. Danny C. D-Locks and Jack Kobe, I think, are all locked together. Just trying to get somewhere close to Greg here. Oh, followed him off. Oh, crumbs. Moving around again. Oh, Greg's nearly lost the back in there. How on earth did he hold that? How on earth did Greg hold? Oh, I've gone around. Go on, Henny. This is ridiculous. I mean, Jack's done a 1:35.6 and my fastest lap is a 1:38.1. We're off again. So staying in a higher gear is not working. Going down to lower gear just makes the car slide. Yeah. Oh, this is hard. So that's 2 races and I still haven't got to grips with how to drive this car. That's a bit sad. And we're off to Michelin Raceway Road, Atlanta. That is my best track ever. And I was hoping by this point I would have had an idea of how to drive this. No such luck. However, I do know the braking points, turning points, etc. on this one. So I might have a look at Jack's lap on this one and see what we can learn. I was just wondering, do we want to go? I'm just sports or racing tyres. I'm wondering. Jack, yes, I can see the chat, but I don't know which chat you're talking about, game chat or whatever. I can't see the game chat at the moment. Jack Kobe, a 1:35.664, fastest lap and the win. D-Locks in second with a 1:36.636. And Danny C in third with a 1:36.329. Wills in fourth, Henny fifth, I got sixth, and Greg waiting for me in seventh. So Jack Kobe, D-Locks, and Danny C are the only three that really got to grips with this, because the rest of us are like half a minute or more behind. I am going to wait, and I'm going to have a look. I'm going to see how Jack is racing this, because, yeah, I am just, struggling. Right, so we're going to start this race. It's going to be starting at... we might as well do this one on the o'clock. Because we need 10 minutes. And I'm going to go on board with Jack on my normal view. Let's put some replay details on. And just see what we can do here. Banana Head, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah, Jack, I can see the YouTube chat. I can see it. I'm just wondering whether we want to go racing tyres or soft tyres. That's my thing at the moment. Good evening, number one. So Jack is actually taking it really, really, really careful. I say, not driving this at all like a... Why no tyre squeal? I'm getting tyre squeal all the time, my friend. Oh, I have got tyre squeal all the time. I think it's because he's going into the corners so much slower. Like through here, he's going really slow in. Braking early. I'm going to take the volume up just a little bit on this. Usually have it down so it doesn't disturb you guys, but because you'll get a double, me and the game. Ugh. Once you put a wheel on the grass, that is it, you're in trouble. Number one, oh well, my car not allowed. I've just put a new shell and engine, but it won't let me ready up. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Did you engine swap it? And white body it? What a... Oof. brake earlier than I would normally. Drove with a 132.8. Oh my gosh, I broke early and I still missed the corner. Live. You know what you mean? One of the things I don't understand, maybe one of you can work this out, is when I'm going through a corner and I get tyre squeal, it's consistent like a real car. With Jack, it's a... Why is it a broken tyre squeal on Jack? Is that a telltale sign that I'm doing something wrong? See, if I go through there, you can just... Look, it's a constant squeal. When I was on board with Jack, it was just a... There's something I'm doing wrong. Yeah, Trigger, exactly. It's a completely different tyre squeal. Now, I know I've got all the aids turned off. That could be something to do with it. Still didn't get slowed down enough. I wonder if Jack knows the answer to that one. How do you know when you're on the limit of the tyre squeal, Jack? I'm wondering if it's got something to do with the difference between being on a wheel and a controller. I'm wondering. Really interesting to see how it is between the wheel and the controller, people. Because if I get into the squeal, it just squeals all the time. If I'm under the squeal, I don't get any squeal at all. But I don't get that sort of bit. I can't find where that is. You see that? I would say there I was on the limit of the squeal, but it just squealed and slid off. So it doesn't like. It's almost like Jax is slipping and grabbing, slipping and grabbing, slipping and grabbing, slipping and grabbing. And I just don't know how to do that. Anyway, I've only got a few minutes to get to grips with this, so what's in there? So, I'm interested now, I'm just listening to them all. Wheels is quick. I think Wheels is on a controller as well. He's got the same. I tried everything, still won't let me ready up. So can't race up. Ops, why not? That doesn't make sense. I wonder if Wheels is on a controller. Anyway, I've got to get this one started. Right, we've got Jack, Kobe, Wheels, Greg, Danny, Deluxe, me, and Pork Pie. There's no horsepower or weight or anything in the definition of the race. All I've done is put Bop on. William is on a wheel. But number one, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to get in. I don't understand it. Oh man, can't even get through this through the corners. Great, go. I want to follow you. I've got to try and learn how to race this car. Because at the moment, I'm just looking like a numpty. Hmm. Popeyes having the same problem I'm having. Oh, here we go again. Oh, going to try and give Gr.x a bump there, but what's Gr.x doing? This is all about trying to learn how to drive this car. Trying to understand how to drive this car. Right now I was racing with the other guys just to see what we could do, but even they're having trouble. If I can work out how to do it, I'll chat about it and see if some of the other guys are having trouble as well. But at the moment I'm just, every time I think I've got it, no, I haven't. I thought around here I might be able to crack it. One of the first things I'm doing is braking about 20-30 yards earlier than I would normally. So I'd normally brake at the second line through there, and I'm braking almost on the top of the brow of the hill. Through here, I'm braking as soon as I get this straightened up. On this one, I normally brake on the black marks. I'm braking at the beginning of the black line in the middle of the road. And through here, I usually brake, well, I still haven't got a braking point through there. And then coming down here, I'm braking way before the first board and still struggling. So, yeah, just we are 3 races in and I'm still not got this. I'm braking way before there and still missed it, going in too deep, and the back end's gone round, coming out over the top on the grass. Braking about 20-30 yards before I would normally. Still struggling. Yeah, that one brake as soon as you can get it straight. This one I normally brake at the beginning, or lift at the beginning of the curb. And this one I normally brake halfway along this curb. Changing up it, leaving it in fourth doesn't help. It's again there, braking really early. And again into there. So, if I consider that I'm in a GR4 car and I brake about 20 to 30 feet, meters, whatever, beforehand, like basically a good couple of car lengths, it seems to work. That was a good couple of car lengths through there. So I think the key, third gear, and braking a lot earlier, and then getting it through to the apex and then accelerate off the apex. That seems to be the key, for me anyway. Right, is number 1 Pop still around? I'm just wondering if we try taking off Bop and see if what happens. The only thing I'm going to have to watch and see what sort of what the stats are on the cars, but I don't know if number 1 is still around or not, or whether he's disappeared. So give me a shout, number 1, if he's still around. Jack Kobe, a 1:31.463 and the fastest lap. Danny C, 1:31.5, and Wills Racing, a 1:31.6. Again, those 3 seem to be the only 3 that have really got to grips with this car. D-Locks, me, Greg, and Pork Pie struggling. Looks like we're going to be losing Danny C. So it's going to become a 2-horse race, I think, for the rest of this evening. We'll have to see how this one pans out. But it's hard. This is really difficult, this car to drive. I'm wondering whether to do, nobody said anything, I'm wondering whether sports tyres might work. Is number 1 still around? I think he's gone. I think we've lost him. I think we've lost number one. Right, so this race is starting at past. Normally, I would be trying to do well in this. Right, number one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Bop off and see if you can get in. Because to be quite honest, if anybody's got a souped up brilliant car, good luck to them. Right, Bop is off, which is something I never do. But we're all pretty standard cars anyway. Yeah, I've had that before. Once you've gone wide body on a car, as soon as you then try and change the body, it still sort of seems to keep it as wide. It's like, yeah, that's why I always say buy two of every car to everybody. A lot of people say to me, why do you say buy two of every car? It's because if you put an engine swap in it or you put a wide body, you kill Bob. But there we go. So we'll see how we go. Right, let's get out and see what if anything we can do here. It's a lot slower. Brake early, Mitch, brake early. We need to brake even earlier than that. Probably near at 150 board, I reckon. Whereas I'm concentrating because I'm trying to learn how to use this car. I'm determined to fathom this out tonight. I'm not going to let it beat me. Could easily have given this up a long time ago. God. Jack, I always do that. I've got a very lazy brake leg. It's one of my failings. Oh, did I say we would start this? Can't remember. 1:30. Okay, well, 4 minutes. Hello, James. How are you doing, my friend? Hello, Reese, as well. Good evening to both of you. I'm afraid I'm a little bit quiet at the moment because I am trying my hardest to learn how to race this car. We've done Miyabi, Brands Hatch, and Michelin, and it was woeful. I was behind the leaders by like a minute or thereabouts. You can check in the video, but it felt like a minute anyway, and I need to do better than that. I'm trying my hardest to work out how to drive this car on these tyres. Oh, Reese, come and do it. I tell you what, a few drinks inside of you will probably help. Because it's hard as you like to race this car, so long as you've got it, of course. That is the other thing, have you got the car? Because it is only a used car dealership. It's the Toyota MR2 only tonight. Right, let's see if we can get through here. Watch the curbs. Don't be too greedy on the curbs. Watch this one. Oh, James, this has taken me a lot of learning. It's taken me many laps. I've overshot that. Many laps to do this. Although I am reading a book at the moment about how to get good at sim racing, and one of the pages that I read today said that Max Verstappen spends 40 hours, I think it was, practicing for a sim race. That's not even a Grand Prix race. That is a sim race. He puts in some serious hours of practice in the rig. So, you know, that sort of made me feel just a little bit better that even somebody his caliber has got to spend that much time, because I tend to find I'm 100 laps or more before I can really get to grips with a combo. Get round, get round, get round. Oh, that was close. Right, I've got to stop this now. I'm going to come across the line and I'll get the next one underway. Our race, that's good to hear. Good to hear. Greg, we're 154.4. He's just beaten me fractionally. Right, where are we? So we've got Jack Kobe, Wills, Greg, Gr.x, me, number one, and Pork Pie. Right, yeah, so braking early, turning gently, power on the apex seems to be key. That does seem to be very, very, very key to me. Right, let's get this one underway. As I said, we've got Jack. Oh, well, let's just have a little look and see what order, because we've only got 7 of us, so I can go through it fairly quickly, because the order will change. The order at the moment is DR order, and then when we go into the race, it will then put them slowest first. So we'll see how people have done. Oh, Reese, come on, come and join them. Don't worry about being competitive enough. So Jack Kobe's out front. Number one, Pops, Pork Pie, Wills, Gr.x, me, and Greg White. Don't worry about not being competitive. There are some slow racers in here. You don't have to be up the front all the time. And we've got a few new guys that joined us. Matt Evo, he's just working his way up. He's just got C as young Matt. I think he's out this evening and then he's back out on the channel fishing next week. But I need to concentrate, because this car takes a lot of concentration. Brake early, get it turned in. Remember though, guys, obviously if you do want to join us, you need to be a PSR registered member so that you can get the key. You need to be in Discord to get the room key. Otherwise, you're not going to find the room. If you want to join, please hit !join in the YouTube chat, and it will give you my email address. Drop me an email. Just make sure that your PSN chat, your PSN account is not completely locked and private. I'll run the checks and get you set up as quickly as we can. Number one, if you're going to get a sale on that car, mate, you need to give it a bit of a clean. There ain't no way you're going to sell it like that, mate. A little bit of spit and polish goes a long way when people are kind of come around looking. Oh, bit of a slide under in dirty air there, I feel. One eye on the rear view mirror there from D-Locks coming through. Otherwise I should have had a better corner there and maybe had an opportunity down here. Alas, I've let number one get away. One of the advantages of running the other view where you haven't got the mirror, of course. Come on. Chase down Pop. See, he's 0.6 ahead at the moment. Just need to be a tad earlier into that one, pushing it a little bit too late on the brake. And/or coming off too early. Just noticed a little comment about the tyres there. Race we did. And I did say to Jack earlier on, do you want to go with racing or sports tyres? And this is his gig tonight, Jack Kobe's. And he said racing, so we're on the racing tyres, but I'm not going to lie, I actually quite like the I do like sports tyres on these road cars, but we've broken that rule tonight. It's certainly making it challenging. I'm not going to lie, if it was me, I'd have probably gone with sports tyres. But it's a takeover. Mr. Kobe's behind me now. He's caught up. Yeah, there's a few of the guys that are appearing in the top split races now. Ollie's been in with Rory a few times. Greg in Sammy Snake as well. Jack Kobe has been in with Rory a few times. Too deep there. was watching for Jack braking. I thought I'm going to brake exactly where he does, and it was just way too late. I've actually been told that there is technology built into the software in the game to aid controllers. So I've just seen the comment there, he says, so I think it's definitely the wheel you use. As I was told, it's not much quicker than controller. It is definitely no quicker on a wheel than a controller. There's a lot of controller races that are super quick, and there are things that are built into GT7 for controller racers. I don't know what it is, but I think it's in there to like balance things out. Got the wrong gear there. I was jibber jabbering. I'm hoping at some point to get Jack in this rig, see how he goes on a direct drive wheel and pedals compared to the controller. Will be very, very interesting exercise. I couldn't race on a controller before, mate. I tried several times. When I had my back problem, I even tried on a controller, and I can't race on a controller to save my life. Right, we've got 2 laps. I lied, 3 laps. See what we can do here. Outlaw is 3.2 ahead at the moment. Unfortunately, he's quick, and he's got Jack Kobe as a ghost. They are pulling away from me at the moment. Quite some rate of knots. Oh, this car is just not... It's like I've lost all grip in it all of a sudden. Four seconds down the road now. Braking earlier and earlier and earlier now. Tyres are fine. They feel awful. No, BOP is not on. I've had to turn it off because number one has got an illegal car and couldn't get in, so I've turned BOP off so he could get in with his car. And we haven't got a full room, so it's not bothered me. But you know me, I normally run complete BOP. Yeah, that's why I normally run BOP, so it gets rid of all those tunes So I've got a few of my road cars are tuned. That's why I normally run it. Come on, come and give it a go, mate. Doesn't matter if your car's tuned. The only thing is you're going to need to make sure you get the room key from the Discord. Rachel, good evening. How you doing? Into the wall there. See, as soon as you lose your concentration, start streaming and work in the chat, these things kill you. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Come on, stay on, stay on. I've not heard anything more from our friend yet. We'll let you know, Rachel, if I do. It's all rather quiet at the moment on that side of things. Come on, can we get the Have I been in the hot weather? Hot. Hay fever's starting to kick in as well, which is adding to the woes. I've been okay otherwise. Hope you have too. It's been a hot one this week. It's been really nice. Spent a lot of time in the garden with Joe, which has been really nice. The code is in, there's a channel called Private Lobby Code. Race. It's Private Lobby Code. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. It's PSR. Let me put it in here. PSR dash daily lobby code. There we go. Wow, looks like Pop's had a good one in that one. Where are we? We've got 3 more to do yet. I'm going to have to close my door in a minute because I'm going to wake Joe up if I'm not careful. But quite clearly what I've got to do when we're racing is go a little bit quiet and concentrate a lot more. Because it takes an awful lot of concentration to do this one. An awful lot of concentration. Ooh. And we're going to step up to one of the difficult tracks now. Jack Kobe is winning them all tonight. A 1:53.498 and the fastest lap. But number one Pops just 0.4 of a second behind in second with a 1:53.748 fastest lap. Gr.x in third with a 1:55.073. Then I got fourth. Greg White fifth. Outlaw Pork Pie sixth, and Wills seventh on that one. So Jack Kobe, number one, and Gr.x, well done to you guys. But now we are heading off to Spa, and I'm going to need to turn Bop off wherever it is. There we go. This is going to be interesting. This one will be interesting. Right, so this race is going to start at 10 past. I don't think we're going to get all of the races in this evening, but we'll go for as long as we can. James, yeah, I didn't want to say this while you were racing, but I'm not a registered member yet, so I'll wait until my wheel is fixed to set that up. No worries, my friend. Drop me an email while you are waiting, and I'll get you set up. I will get you set up. Reese says he's blind and he can't find it. I don't quite know how to help you then. 20 minutes. What did I do? No, I've got that wrong. I've got that wrong. It's because I'm doing too many other things. Race starting at, should be, what am I doing? 10 minutes. Thank you, Jack. Good job somebody's got my back. Oh. Can I just mention as well, you'll notice above my head in the thingy there, please give me a shout if you are considering donating to the channel. Can you please reach out to me in the Discord? If you are a registered racer, then I have updated the rules to explain why. And there are also 3 very interesting images in there to illustrate why. It's really, 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 really important. Really important that you understand what you are doing if you are donating to the channel. So, yeah, please either reach out to me via the PSR Discord, or, as I said, if you are a PSR registered racer, then please, please check the rule book and check the bit on donations. Right. Let's get out on track and see if we can apply what we've learned over the last couple of races. You want to take it down to 5 or 6 laps? Okay, yeah, I can do that. Let's take it down to 5. Not a problem. Yeah, Rachel, it's we had a very, 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 very interesting. I had my suspicions for a long time, and I'm being very, very careful what I'm saying here because I could get myself into bother. But we had a very interesting situation over the last couple of days, and it has not only surprised me and proved what I thought, but also I've found out an awful lot about what happens when people donate using mobile devices and all sorts of things. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Reese, let me just have a little look. Are you a member? Maybe you're not a registered member. Let me just have a little look. YouTube name, put you in order, A to Z. Let me just do some homework here, guys. I don't have you down as registered. I'm breaking all my rules, but that's only because I've only got a few people in here tonight. Have you got that, Reese? Have you got that? Please give me a nudge when you've done that, and I'll delete it. He's in. Okay. But I'll need you to, I'll put you in as taster for this one. Everybody's had to just reapply so I can get them all set up in Discord properly and accept the new rules. So it's all been a bit of a headache. All been a bit of a headache. But there we go. Right, where are we? I've got 5 minutes. I need to get out and do some laps, otherwise I'm probably not going to get a what's it in. It's the visibility in this is ridiculous because the radar is off to one side. I'm on my out lap, so I'm going to try and let this car through. But where is this car? There he is. I've got one usable mirror. It's strangely easier because as you brake, the car submarines and you know you get an extra sensory thing about braking. And the brake balance on the car. Not the brake balance, the shift of the weight of the car. See Jack Kobe filling my mirror at the minute. If only I could bring the radar across and more central in the screen, it would make it a lot easier in this view. As I said, you just can't use the main mirror hardly at all. And I'm looking in the trouble is now I'm looking in the mirrors to try and see where Jack is so I don't run him off the road. But he's got no clue where he is. I've got myself a penalty into the bargain. Oh, number one, Pops. I know. I have VR. I love VR. I just won't stream in VR because it upsets a lot of people. Can you change the field of view? How do you mean by the field of view, Farnell? In a lot of the cars you can, but in Gran Turismo you've pretty much got what you've got. So you can't move backwards or forwards or left or right or anything like that. It's why I love VR, because you could just look around the car. You'd be able to use all of the mirrors. Running out of time. We're going racing in a minute, and I've got a track penalty here. I think I've got 2 track penalties now. Can you take an engine swap? Yeah, pop another engine in it. But the problem with that is that it's going to cost you a fortune. This is why I always say, if you're gonna engine swap or wide body, buy a second car. I'm always saying it. I'm always saying it. Reese, are you coming racing? Are you coming racing? If you've got an engine shop, just jump in and just race it. Come on. Come on. Is he in? Is it? He was in and then he's gone. Reese, why have you gone? Why have you gone? Everybody's now checking everybody else's cars now. Greg White says, Trigger, your car is lighter. So we got 241. Trigger is a 254 horsepower. Number 1 Pops is 242. Everybody else is 241. PPs are all over the place. Weight is, as you can see, Trigger much lighter than anybody else's. So this is why I do Bop, because he gets rid of all of this. But there we go. I can't, he won't let me join as the engine swap. Oh, come on. What? Unrestricted. Right. Okay, now it'll let you in. It will let you in now. This is why you need to be careful if you're going to modify your cars. Ooh. Right, as soon as everybody's in, we're going to be going. As soon as everybody's in, we are going to get going. Just waiting for Trigger and Outlaw. Oh, Jack, yeah. Oh, you could see loads of stuff. You could see loads of... Did you not notice? Look. You could see all of the car specs. So the PP, the power, the weight, the drivetrain, the aspiration. Then you can see whether they're running on a manual or an auto. Also, what traction control they're using. ABS, auto drive, and the assists. So I could see that Greg is using all assists. I could see as well over here that Greg's got the braking indicator on, the braking areas on, etc. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of stuff. You learn lots about people. You learn lots of secrets doing that. Right, let's get everybody. Let's go. We've got Jack Kobe wheels, Greg White, me, Reese Trigger, number 1 Outlaw Port Pie. Let's start this one. I'm going to try this race in cockpit view. You know it's going to end badly. You know this is going to end badly. And I can't see where anybody is. Because looking down there for the radar, by the time I've looked down there, I've crashed. Be interesting. It's this one, won't it? This is going to be interesting. Oh. See, I didn't even know number 1 Pops was there. If it hadn't popped out the side there, I would have probably taken him out. And I wouldn't have been taking him out for a drink. I'd have been taking him out in the biggest way possible in a barrier. Quick check of the radar, nobody behind. We've gone around already. Didn't take long, did it? Ooh. Oh no, got a penalty. Thought I might have done for that. Sorry guys, really concentrating here. Gone all wrong. Trigger out front, number one, Pops and Jacoby. Looks like Pops has got to grips with the car. Trigger 2. Come on, car. Guys up front just pulling away all the time at the moment. While Reese is finding it's too unfair with the engine swap. Do you know what? I know people love engine swaps. I really wish that they would do away with them in the game. I hate them. That's a very contentious statement. There just seems something wrong in my mind of putting some ridiculous, crazy quick engine in one of these cars. I love to keep them more as they were built. See, why would you want to put a 700 horsepower engine in this car? Do you know, it's really funny. I joined a lobby last night that we were going around the Nordschleife, and you could do, I think it was 700 pp and 600 horsepower, and some of the guys were putting in monstrous engines. You could see the engine swaps and stuff because of their raw horsepower. I went around in a BMW VGT with half the horsepower, and I was beating, I wasn't beating all of them, but out of maybe a dozen races, I was coming third and fourth. Yeah, just great for down the long straights, but they were struggling through the corners. I'm just really not into engine swapping, I'm afraid. Oh, how on earth did I miss that corner? Broke really early. Trigger's way out in front. He's away and gone. Trying to catch Jack and number one, but they're just a little bit too quick for me at the moment. This is not half bad in this view, actually. This is, I mean, obviously I haven't got cars around me, so I'm not having to worry about the radar and the mirrors at the moment, but just to be able to just race it like a qualifying lap, it's actually not half bad. I always know when Jack's near me because you hear that funny screeching noise. It's really weird. Oh, see, trouble, I couldn't see him there. And I looked down at the radar. By the time I looked up, the accident happened. I'm sorry, mate. I had to let him through. There we go, he's through. Why have I got one light that's opened and one light's closed? What's all that about? Why haven't they animated both the lights? My left one's open, my right one's closed. And that's messing with my head. Reese says, how was I able to overtake Jack Kobe? Because he let me through, mate. Don't think I overtook him on my own merits. Jack can waltz around me anytime he wants. Sorry, Jack, I didn't mean to flash. Caught the button with my glove. Sorry, mate. Oh, I didn't get him. I didn't manage to bounce him over the line. How on earth am I first? What happened to number one? I didn't overtake number one. What? Now I'm completely confused. Now I am completely baffled. Oh, we spun. No, 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 no. My goodness me, I've gone from being completely unable to drive this car to winning a race. Well, Jack Kobe gave me the race, but basically second place. Ooh. Wow. See, it takes time sometimes to get to grips with the car, and actually I'm enjoying it in that view. I'm really surprised. And we're heading off to Deep Forest Raceway now. And oh, you need your you do need your mirrors for this one, so this will be quite interesting. Although we are 20 past 11, so I don't know how many people are going to have, how many we're going to get. Oh, Reed says, I do miss the Kushti days, as you made a video and Kushti overtook me on the last lap for first place. Brilliant days. Yeah, he I don't know if he still races. I've not seen Kushti in ages. But he fell out of love with it. Fell out of love with it big time. Right, I got the win there, a 2:41.284. Jack Kobe with a 2:41.963 in second. My lap was quicker than Jack Kobe's lap. What? Number one Pops third with a 2:39.490, and Greg White in fourth. Outlaw Pork Pie in fifth. Wheels Racing sixth. Trigger seventh, and Reese in eighth. Trigger with the fastest lap, a 2:36.959. Don't know why I got a DNF on that one, but right. Load settings. Where are we? We're heading off to Deep Forest Raceway. Oh, fiddlesticks! Bop is on, guys. Oh, right, no worries. Let me just change bop off. I'm assuming that there isn't an MR2 that you can buy in the used car dealership now. I'm guessing they've all sold out and gone. Yeah, Reese says, as far as I know, iRacing, as I remember, but it was good. I remember asking. Yeah. And James has a cousin that goes by Kushti. Ah. Right. So let me get it right this time. We're going to race is starting at. Can we get away? Can we get away with half past for this one? Right. Let me get out on track. I might have just. Was that me, Wills? I think that might have been me just turn wheels around there. I can't see anybody. My biggest problem is I just can't see anybody on track. And the problem is when you go through those corners, you can't look at the radar and look at where you're going. Hopefully there's nobody near me now. Just check the mini map. I can't tell anywhere else. Trigger's got a standard MR2 now. I think he's just detuned his. Jack's done a 140.4. I don't think we're going to trouble that because we are way too far back. 21, 22, 23. No, nowhere close. A second. Oh, that's a shame. Don't think we're way up, but we're down actually. How are we doing? A couple of minutes. Got a penalty, so I'm gonna let number one go. Where is he? He is. Right, okay, where are we? We got a couple of minutes and then we will be going. We've just got Jack, Wheels, Greg, me, Trigger, number one, and Outlaw Pork Pie. Only 7 of us running, which is a real shame. I was really looking forward to race racing, but unfortunately not happening. But there we go, that is the way it goes. That is the way the cookie crumbles. What's Jack? Jack has dropped me a message in Discord. Mate, I don't look at Discord. Can you see the chat? He sent me that 9:15 and I've only just seen it. Oh, I don't look at the Discord whilst I am while I'm streaming normally. Oh, but there we go. This is an interesting evening. It's a hard car to race, but I'm sort of getting to the grips of it, starting to get to grips with it. And Jack, I always ignore you, my friend. Always ignore you. I tell you what, I'm actually liking it very, very much in the cockpit view. I'm almost preferring this car in the cockpit view than anything else. Reese, I thought I had a normal MR2, but obviously not. But also GT5 should have an option to turn your car to standard. Well, there is, the option is bop, but the problem is if I bop, then Outlaw number 1 pops can't get in. Because obviously if I did bop, then your car would just go standard and then we wouldn't have a problem. So I've got an issue where number 1 pops wouldn't be able to race, you would be able to race. But no disrespect, number 1 pops races with me most nights. So I've got to prioritise the guy that races most nights. As hard as that is. As hard as that is. And I suppose what I should do, because I always run bop, is I should just put bop on. But I'm breaking all my own rules tonight anyway. So it is what it is. It is what it is. The moral of the story, as I keep telling everybody, is if you're going to buy a car and you're going to engine swap it or wide body it, buy 2 and leave 1 standard. Because this happens all the time. All the time. I see you, Mr. Kobe. Oh, this is a nightmare. I can't see where anybody is. I daren't look at the radar. See, I just looked at the radar through there because I felt I really needed to, and I nearly crashed. So you're a liability if you don't look at the radar. You're a liability if you do look at the radar. Whoa. This is why I normally run with the big mirror at the top. So being the host, I make sure that I don't get in people's way. Looking at the radar, looking at the mini map at the top doesn't help, but just looking at the radar, there's nobody there at the moment, so we're good. I can see there's a car behind me, but looking out the rear view, oh, it's Greg. Looking out the rear view mirror, you can't see an awful lot. Greg, bear in mind, mate, when you come by me, I ain't got a clue where you are. I know he's going to have a slipstream, he's going to be closing, I just don't know where he is. Is he left, right, behind me? A couple of the quick guys said last night to me that well, very often when they're racing, that it will... Oof. Right, there we go. That's it, all over. Yeah, they'll often bump each other going down the straight, so they tell people where they are. You need to concentrate in this car. As soon as you don't concentrate, you're in trouble. Not a good car for when you're streaming. So we're 7 seconds off of Port Pie. We've got a penalty to serve, which we've now served. Let's see, we've got 8 laps to try and close up. It's getting dark. Let's see what happens. Ugh. But at the moment, he's running away from me. Well, there he is. We just had a very short glimpse of some brake lights. He's gone now. Got it down to 4.4. It's actually going up. He's quicker than me down the straights. This is really making my eyes go funny, I tell you. Stop the car on that corner. So we lost a lot of time through there. Don't go off, don't go off, don't go off. Thankfully. Oh, look! I'm last! I'm not making up any time. Stop hitting me with penalties. What I'm trying to do is catch the guys in front. Penalising me just isn't going to make any difference. It's not like I'm making up any time. I clobbered the wall, for goodness sake. Cost me time. This is making my eyes go really, really funny. Oh! Hey. Brake early, Mitch. Brake early, brake early, brake early. Oh, pork pie's risking it on the grass there. What did I get a half second for? Oh, you were having a laugh. Where's where's pork pie? He's just behind me. Now I've got to serve a half-second penalty, which means he's going to come back at me. 10 seconds to trigger. He's way down the road. I think we can forget all about that. I haven't looked at the deltas yet because I just haven't got a clue how to look at them without crashing. Oh, that was nice. Gr.x. 9.8 down the road. We've only got one lap to go. Whoa, this is making my eyes go funny. I don't know what it's doing to you guys on the stream, but my eyes are going, whoa. This is probably harder than being in VR, you know. With the screen going all over the place. I think it's that little bit through there where it goes uphill quickly, sharply. We clobbered that wall again. I wonder if that's where I'm picking up my penalty. Kept it in on that one this time. Definitely kept it in on that one. Got trigger down to 8.5, but that's a country mile in racing. I can see him. He goes through the corner. I haven't even got there yet. Oh, 7.3, 7.2. Why am I getting excited about 7 seconds behind somebody? on, up and over. Can we get it under 7 seconds? No, we can't. No, we can't. Number one, Pops says, sorry, Jack Kobe says, Pops, I think your aero is slowing you on the straights. Ooh. I got some aero on mine too. Thing is, a lot of us just, well, I don't know about other people, but I chuck the aero on and don't even think about it. I do know sometimes it lowers the PP, which would be an indication that it would change something. Right, here we go. The result there, Jack Kobe, again, a 139.993. Number one, Pops, has been right there all night, just 0.183 behind in second. Greg White in third. Wheels Racing fourth. Trigger in fifth. I got sixth. Outlaw Pork Pie in seventh. I had the spin. It really, really didn't help me at all. But there we go. Right, we are off to, unfortunately, I can't believe I'm saying this, the last race of the night. It's been a long one. It's been a long one. I'm going to knock this down to 5 laps, or 6 laps, guys, because time is getting on. And I am going to get this one underway as soon as we possibly can. So I'm going to get going as soon as posh. I don't know about you. I'm getting tired. It's been a good night. I'm finally starting to get to grips with this car, but it's been a hard night. We got Jack, Trigger, Wheels, me, number one, and Pork Pie in this. Number one has been on it tonight, absolutely on it, having great racing with Jack Kobe, and look, I'm loving to see that. Right, let's get into this one as soon as we can. Number one, Pops, has one more horsepower than Jack Kobe. Got one more horse. Right, I'm going to leave the game just to make up its mind where it places everybody for this one. So the game will decide. I'm just waiting for Wheels to tick in, and then we'll go. We've got Jack Kobe, me, Trigger, number one, Pork Pie, Wheels Racing. Oh, we've lost Greg. Good night, Greg. Good night, my friend. Thank you for racing with us this evening. Oh. The stream has died. Okay, working now? Where's the game one? Can't find it. Where's it gone? PS5, thank you. Deactivate and activate. There we go. We're back. Yeah, it all froze. The game froze as well for some reason. Right, let's go. Let's go. As I said, the I don't know if you could hear, but the I'm just going to go and the game's going to sort out the order. Yeah, basically, I don't know what happened. OBS threw a wobbler. Right. Boy, am I shattered. I'm enjoying this actually now. I was ready after race number 2 or 3 to jack this in, but actually I've got a little bit more used to it, and it's been a real interesting challenge. know where everybody is. Oh, was that synchronized drifting with number one there, I think. I don't know where he was, but I think he was on the right of me. It's so hard to know where cars are. I didn't know Jack was on the inside there. I'm trying to look in the mirrors and see where people are, but they're not on the radar. They're not in the mirrors. It's so hard to know. I mean, is Jack up the inside now? I've gone too deep anyway. See, I didn't know Jack was on the outside again. Just trying to look to see where he is. Just couldn't see. By the time I looked over the radar, that was it. I was into the side of him. Jack's miles off the track there. I didn't know you could do that. And there. Ooh, learning, learning, learning. Follow Jack off there and got another half second. More of that story is don't follow Jack Kobe. I'm having to use the deltas more to see where people are. Too deep there. 150 is too late. I'm not going to lie, I'm actually finding this car easier to drive in the cockpit view than the other view, which seems really strange. Only thing I don't like is the visibility of where other cars are. No worries, James, that's fine. Thank you for listening in. Although, there's not been an awful lot to listen to today because I've been trying to just get to grips with this car and learn how to race it. Oh, we've gone a bit too wide there. Is that a penalty? Might be. A bit too late on the brakes there. Wheels has caught up. He's right behind me. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh. Where's everybody? Wheels is right behind me. Got one side and one the other. Oh, I didn't realise Jack was still there. Oh no, it wasn't. It was number one Pops. Oh, have I got somebody to the left of me? No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Wheels was. I didn't even know he was there. I knew that was Kobe. I could hear the funny screechy noise. I didn't know he was there, but I could hear him. So I knew he was there, but I didn't know where he was. Which wheels now? He's still there, isn't he? Or into the wall. That's done it. Ah. Give me a lot of damage too, slow me down the straight. This is hard work. Number one, Pops, come on, bring it home. He's a brilliant night as Pops. Half a lap to go, mate. Come on. Show Kobe who's boss. Couldn't quite catch wheels. Oh, we tried. That's not bad, is it? Look, 2.7 away from the winner. Oh, Jack Kobe, he stole it on the line. Oh, the dirty little scoundrel. Oh, James says, seeing wheel on the screen helps me in the daily fast cars too, like the Red Bull X 2019 or something. Honestly, just engine sounds suit me. I do like this track. I was well excited when it got added, but I think I've only driven it a handful of times. Woo! Wow, that was incredible. That was really, really, really hard. Really hard. Well, I think the only lesson to learn from tonight, is never give up. Never give up. There was a point tonight where I was ready to throw the towel in and just give up. I mean, we did Miyabi, Brands, Michelin, Raceway, Road, Atlanta, and I just couldn't keep the car on the track at all. Not at all. It was spinning. I was sliding. It was like, I can't drive this. I was almost ready to throw my toys out the pram. I then went on board with Jack, looked at how he was driving, realised I was over braking. I was trying to accelerate too hard. Completely changed my driving style, and then had some really good races. And then for the last few, we jumped into in car. I tell you what, that was easier to drive in car than it was externally. That is something I thought I'd never see. The only problem I had with the in-car was visibility of where other cars were. Situation awareness was zero for that one. And I apologise for bumping some of you out of the corners, because it was just, I didn't know people were, didn't know where they were. Jack Covey was your winner, a 2:12.185. Number one Pops did get the fastest lap at 2:11.288, just 0.148 behind Jack. Wheels in third, he beat me. He got by me and I just couldn't stay with him. Pretty close, but not close enough. So he got third, I got fourth, Trigger fifth, and Outlaw Port Pie struggling with this car a little bit, I think, tonight in sixth. Jack Kobe, number one, and Wheels Racing, you're 1, 2, 3 for the last race. But I want to do a massive shout out to number one. He has been really on it this evening. Top three, I think, in nearly every race. And of course, Jack, our PSR alien, right up there as well. James just missed the podium when you hit the wall. I know I hit the wall. It's annoying. One mistake did it for me. Right, I'm going to say thank you, everybody, for tonight. But I need to sleep. And boy, oh boy, do I need to sleep right now. I really, really, really do. So yeah, it was a real Marmite evening. First of all, I hated the car and I was just about ready to give up. Then I began to really like the car, and it was all down to me. It was all down to me just being too aggressive, being overdriving the car. And as soon as you twigged how to drive the car, then it was actually a good one. I really, really, really enjoyed it. I want to do a big thank you to Jack Kobe for sorting the tracks out for me this evening, going through the different format with just straight into the race with the practice. Would be very interesting to see. I could have done with the gold there rather than the part, but never mind. Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what you guys think about the format compared to quali. Do you like this 10-minute practice and race, or do you like the quali and the race? Be very, very interesting to see what you guys feel about that. I will be back now on Monday for some more lobby racing at 9 o'clock as normal. We will have the beginning of the Hulky Racing BTCC Championships, keep calling it GT, the BTCC Championships on Wednesday. That will be the first run in the Elantra. So I may well do a little bit of running in the Elantra on Tuesday. I'm not quite sure. Again, let me know in the Discord if you guys would like me to do an Elantra only evening on the Tuesday in prep. Now, I won't do the actual race that Hulky's doing. I'll just do some random rooms just so that we can get used to the car, etc. So have yourselves a really, really, really great weekend, and I will see you on the other side. And thank you to everybody that has liked and subscribed to the channel this evening, and everybody that has raced with me as well. I couldn't do this without all of you. And please remember, as it says on there, contact me before you think about donating. There is a very, very, very good reason why I'm asking that question. Hit me up in Discord and I'll be more than happy to let you know what and why. If you want to race with us, of course, and you're not already a PSR registered racer, again, reach out to me via my email address. Hit !join in a YouTube chat and you'll be able to get my YouTube address, my email address. Drop me an email and I'll get you signed up as soon as we can. For now, I'm going to go sleep. Catch you later. Bye.